stuff I came back to say, but instead of stopping and giving you an overview right after that last order, I ended up getting a Target order for $12 to go 6.6 miles. It was literally mostly just to get to this Target because it was delivering right back where I was actually coming from. So I'm only 2.5 miles from there right now. And I thought it was going to be kind of a pain in the butt shop because it was kind of all over the place. They wanted towels and they wanted tennis balls, but we also needed some Pringles and some Gatorade. So toilet paper, so it was all over the place. But thankfully I've shopped in Target now enough to know their map a little bit better than some other places. So I got that done. It is a meet at the door and they require a PIN. So I won't be showing you that drop off, which is why I'm checking in now. Once I'm done with that, I'm 9 minutes away. I will have made just over $87 for this morning. I'm not happy about that. It'll be 6 hours into the shift, right? From 10:45-ish, so 11:45, 12:45, 1:45, 2:45, 3:45, 4:45. So 6 hours to make a little over $87 is just horrible. It's one of the worst shifts I've had in a really long time. And maybe it's bad like this in the mornings and I don't really realize it because I take into account how much busier and better money it is at night. I guess this is part of the experiment and we'll find that out. But yeah, I will have averaged making like $14.67 an hour this morning on this breakfast slash lunch, well, late breakfast slash lunch situation. So yeah, I'm really hoping that it picks up tonight so that I can at least make like $175 for the day. I'm gonna drop this off. Like I said, I'm gonna be there in a few minutes, and I'm putting it out there to the gig work gods. It is starting to rain right now, which is usually a good sign for people like me because a lot of dashers do not like to deliver in the rain. I'm not saying I like delivering in the rain. However, I do have a poncho if it gets that bad, which it doesn't look like it's going to be torrential pour, but this is typically when people decide to stay in and have somebody else do their work for them, which is another benefit. If other dashers go home because of the weather and customers are ordering more because of the weather, it's more likely I can make more money. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers for that. I'll let you know. I'll check back in a little bit. Okay, I got an order. It's not a good order. It's $6 for 3 miles, but it's 2 pickups for the same person. So that means I'm getting paid $2 from DoorDash to go to 2 different restaurants to pick up 2 different orders, most likely, and probably a $4 tip total to go to 2 different places to pick up dinner for someone. So I guess that's just the day that we're going to have today. That double is complete. It says on there something about make this delivery count because this customer tends to give good ratings and extra tips, which is complete crap because we get that notice for a lot of customers and it's very rare that somebody changes their tip or adds a tip. It happens, but not often. Not to really take that message seriously anyway. So as you saw, we did get another call for Uber Eats while we were dropping that off for $7.11, I believe it said it was, for like 3.1 miles. So we took that. It's Jimmy John's. We should be able to be in and out. Jimmy John's is usually pretty decent about that. Usually by the time I walk in there, the bag is just waiting. I just kind of have to say it's for so-and-so and then they let me take it. Alright, that was easy. And then I just got a call for $18.58 to go 10 miles. Yes. Yes. I'm about 16 minutes away from where the pickup is. I want to say it was like Charlie's Cheesesteaks. Yeah. And it's in the outlet, so it's in the mall. But it is what it is. I know where that is. So that makes it a little bit easier. I can just park really quick near where I know the food court is and go from there. And if I am really desperate, like I said earlier, I can just go into Google, and instead of having driving directions, I can have it track like directions by foot. It said it should take me about 50 minutes total to get this done. I don't think it's going to take me that long. It's 5:33 right now, so we will time ourselves and see exactly how long this takes us to make over $18. This is the best call I've gotten today, so thank you, Jesus. Hi.
Hi.
Have a great night.
Thank
Got
you
it?
so much.
You are very welcome. Got your door? Okay, perfect. Looks like we are starting off strong. Oop, another 865 for 4.9 miles, but it's going further south. Oh, whatever, we'll take it. Finished that one from Charlie's. The base pay on that was over $9. So that's crazy. So they tipped even $9 on top of that, which is still really great. I mean, it's not often that you see one of the apps actually compensate you for how far you're going, so that's pretty awesome. And I forgot to mention that it predicted it would take me 51 minutes to get that done. I got it done in 40. Alrighty, we got a stack, my friends. So when I was on my way here, it asked me if I wanted to pick up at Fresh Kitchen for like just over $7 to go like 6 miles. And you know that's not my metrics. I normally wouldn't take that. However, being that this delivery is bringing me further north towards where I want to be. It wasn't exactly where I wanted to be, and this other order brings me closer to where I do want to be. So it's gonna make me over $15, almost $16, and it's still only gonna take me like a half an hour total. So, and that's with coming over here because the two places, Grain and Berry and Fresh Kitchen, are practically next to each other. I could walk from one to the other. So that's no miles on my car. $14.28 for 11 miles, but it stays in my zone. We are winning, guys. So as I was waiting for that order at Poke Falls for the $14 and some odd cents, I got a stack, which is what I was hoping for another $8 and some change for 3.7 miles. So we are on our way to Umi. It's a Japanese grill type place that also has sushi, which is funny because I just picked up from Poke Falls. So I guess that seems to be the mode of the evening. People are craving sushi today, which